Welcome back to A Drop of Happy, where we focus on carefree, stress well, light and lively living while reviewing and discussing all things entertainment and wellness. And this is your happy drop. What is a happy drop? It's not a full episode, it's not a full show. Uh, now, I have decided to make my shows about an hour long ish, give or take. This is probably not going to be that long. What I want to talk about, I want to talk about some things that are coming out that I wasn't aware of. I also want to talk about Old Guard because I did review Old Guard, and what came out? What came out? This movie with Denzel Washington is coming out. It's not out yet, but I do want to talk about that. And Eyes of Wakanda came out. But before we do that, I'm kind of talking fast because I'm hoping this doesn't go over 30 minutes. Do you know you have 30 minutes? I'm hoping it doesn't go over 30 minutes. But I do want to give you the journal prompt, the stress well tip. We just gonna keep it thematic. We're just gonna keep it for what it's been for the week. And that is believe in you, believe in yourself, believe in all that you can do, believe that you can. If you checked out the Superman review, that is the theme. So that is the journal prompt. The reflection prompt is actually to think about a time where you did not believe in yourself, where you let negative self-talk take over. What were the consequences? What did you learn? If you feel like you didn't learn anything from it, maybe if you reflect now, there is something that you can take away from it. And what can you do to get past that and be better and to internalize believing in yourself? If you don't want to do the reflection, you could just write, I believe in me. I believe in me. Whip out your journal and let that be your affirmation. Write it, repeat it, take it with you, because everything starts with believing that you are capable, believing that you will succeed and thrive and go beyond just surviving. Because if you don't believe that, then you could just you just gonna be a lump on the log, because you're not gonna think you're worthy of being successful, but not even being successful, just taking that first step and doing what you got to do. So that is the journal prompt. That is the stress well tip. Uh, that is all. So this is Happy Drop. Just a little reminder. I don't know where your happy place is. I hope you know where your happy place is. This is part of stress management. This is part of having options in your toolkit, knowing where your happy place is. So you are in my happy place. Welcome to my happy place. Helping people manage stress, helping people learn about stress is my happy place, but also uh, staying in the light, because there's a lot. There's enough negativity, crazy stuff going on. So, my happy place and how I try to stay in the light is being around genuinely good people. I love genuinely good people. I like to think that I am one, but I know me. So, there's that. Uh, but also, I've said this before, engaging in the arts, uh, reading, writing, TV, movies, all of it. I love, 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 love the written word, but mostly because some of it is cathartic and some of it is allowing yourself to be in awe. And I am awe of what these people can create. So, welcome to my happy place. This is why the podcast is called A Drop of Happy. This is why this is a happy drop. Uh, really, just because I hope it's less than 30 minutes and I'm already rambling. So let's get into it. Old Guard, Old Guard 2. I finally watched it. I finally got caught up with it. It is on Netflix. It was released July, early July. And it has reunited the cast, the original cast from God knows when. It was so long ago. 2020. Listen, that is 5 years ago, and I had to like watch the end to get a recap because I'm gonna be honest, did not really remember. And Old Guard 2 has some interesting additional players that I appreciate because I appreciate seeing them on screen. The second installment does follow Andy as she leads her group of immortals in saving the world from unsavory characters. This time, James Copley, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor. Oh my God, so sorry. The 12 Years a Slave guy, which I hadn't seen, which I don't plan to see, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, he is now part of the team. Okay. Um, but it also stars Charlize Theron as Andy. She's the main character. Kiki Layne as Nile. Matthias Schoenaert as Booker. Uma Thurman as Discord. And Henry Golden as Tua. But girl, let me tell you something. TMI, not TMI, take it with a grain of salt. But that Henry Golden, Lord, he's some nice eye candy. Okay, I do not mind looking at. As a matter of fact, I kept on being distracted whenever he came on screen. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But let's talk about Old Guard. Actually, I probably should have talked about it last for the people that don't want spoilers. So maybe we're gonna put a pin in it. I cannot let go of corporate talk. We're gonna pause off that and come back to it because I want to give the folks an opportunity that wants to bow out due to spoilers, the opportunity to bow out due to spoilers. But let's jump into real quick what's out that I didn't know was out. Eyes of Wakanda. Did y'all know Eyes of Wakanda was out? Did y'all know? I knew it was coming because I had allowed myself to watch like some teaser trailers and I was like, "Ooh," I was excited. Especially that was when I was in my Black Panther bag. So I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. And then boop, it has arrived. Like before it has arrived. So what Eyes of Wakanda is on Disney Plus. It came out August 1st. Again, had no clue. And I really don't even know what it's about. Let's see. Let's look it up real quick and see. Okay, Warriors of Wakanda travel the world. Oh, retrieving vibranium artifacts. Okay, there are 4 episodes, so we can knock that out. We can knock that out real quick, right? It stars Winnie Harlow. Okay, Winnie. Dania, the Okoye. Okay, she plays Okoye. Please keep in mind it is an animated series. Okay, maybe I should have led with that. It is an animated series, much like What If. So keep that in mind. Don't be thinking you're gonna see real folks. You're not. But that's besides the point. We still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it. The Walking Dead girl, she stars Okoye. And Patricia Belcher, which will always be the Oracle. Okay, if y'all the second Oracle, because yeah, if y'all watch The Matrix, And Anika Noni Rose, I don't know who she's playing, but she in there. Again, this is an animated series. It has 4 episodes, and it is currently playing on Disney Plus. So I will watch it and review it, and we can talk about it once I'm done. I feel like I can knock out 4 episodes, but y'all know I do watch. I do watch these shorts, which take up a lot of my time. But we gonna get into it. So the other thing happening that I didn't know was happening, but I want to talk about it happening because Denzel Washington, Spike Lee. What more do I need to say? So here's the thing. It's called Highest to Lowest. It is shall be released on the 22nd of this month. However, I feel like it's like a hybrid of uh, movie and streaming because it comes out on the 22nd, but by the 5th, it'll be on Apple Plus. I used to have Apple Plus. I don't have it anymore. Um, so I will endeavor to go see it in the theater. The summary is when a powerful music mogul is targeted by a ransom plot, he is forced to fight for his family and legacy while jammed up in a life or death moral dilemma. Here's the thing. I feel like the main character probably did some shady stuff while he was coming up, and now it's the past coming to haunt him. Let me tell you about the cast. Denzel Washington is the main character, David King. ASAP Rocky, Young Felony, I guess that's his rap name in the movie. Jeffrey Wright, and y'all know I love me some Jeffrey Wright. Listen, his acting is chef's kiss. His acting is top tier acting. Okay. He plays Paul Christopher, looks like a cab driver who happens to be the guy's friend, or maybe it's his driver. I don't know. I'm just going by the clip. Okay. Dean Winters is Inspector Higgins, and Dean Winters is like a B list famous, if not, but you've seen him in stuff. You've seen him in stuff. And in some other folk that I don't really recognize. Oh, and Wendell, I don't know who Wendell plays, but Wendell Pierce is in there. Wendell was in Superman. He played the dude at the newspaper. Yeah, he played the dude at the newspaper. So I did watch the trailer, and the trailer looks pretty good. It looks a little intense, but it looks like something that I would enjoy. Also, it's a Spike Lee joint. Um, Honestly, I haven't watched a Spike Lee movie since uh oh since I was traumatized. Since I was traumatized. Oldboy. I watched Oldboy. Mind you, the Black Klansman came out after Oldboy, years after Oldboy, but I saw that. But I hadn't seen Oldboy. And I was like, oh, it's Spike Lee. Oh, it looks interesting. Let me watch it. I was traumatized. That's all that I was traumatized, and I will never, never watch that movie again. I hear the Asian version, which is what Spike Lee he did a remake of. I hear that is even, I'm not gonna say worse because it wasn't bad. It was just the content of the movie was crazy. But the movie was good. The acting was on point, all that, all that. Okay. It was just, man. So so if you haven't seen it, if have you seen it and you like Spike Lee joints, definitely recommend you see it. Samuel L. Jackson was in it. It was a watch. Just prepare yourself. And again, there is the Asian version. I don't remember which Asian country it is, but it is a remake. And I want to say, I think this one is too. I think I had read somewhere that this one might be as well or something. I don't know. Anyway, Highest to Lowest comes out in theaters August 22nd. For streaming on Apple Music, the 5th. Apple Music, Lord have mercy, Apple Plus, the 5th. So it's a quick turn. I feel like it's like a hybrid. Again, like I said, I feel like it's like a hybrid from screen to streaming. So anyway, so I shall be seeing it. I shall endeavor. I shall try to see it in the theater when it comes out, at least that weekend before it goes to the streaming platform Apple Plus. All right, so let's go back to Old Guard. I did not forget. I wasn't gonna finish and not talk about it. I remembered. So here's the thing. I feel like when it first came out 200 years ago, I don't know, the concept, whatever, it was like fresh and refreshing and like, oh, okay. Um this time around it was okay. It was good. It was a good movie. It was all right. Again, just this is still no spoilers, but in Old Guard 1, how it ended was Andy's girlfriend, friend, I don't know if they looked like they were romantic, but they'd been living forever together because it was just two of them, right? Uh they thought they were witches, and in order to punish them, the one chick was thrown in the sea, so she would just wake up and drown, wake up and drown. That is miserable. And the same fate was to fall Andy, but Andy was saved. Um, and so it picks up where, because at the end of season one, at the end of Old Guard 1, Homegirl had woken up. Yes, she did. And you were like, oh, shoot. Quinn, her name is Quinn. Quinn is about to wreak havoc. So that's kind of where it picks up. It picks up. Again, all the main characters have returned. And the addition is Uma Thurman and what's his name? The cutie, the cutie patootie. He's in it too, playing Tua. Okay, Golden. So, spoilers are coming. Okay, so right now, if you want to bow out, thank you for listening. This is Happy Drop, available. This is Happy Drop from A Drop of Happy, available with our streaming, most of your favorite streaming places. Like, I've covered all the big ones. So please, A Drop of Happy, like, share, subscribe. The blog is litevi.com, LITEVI.com. Like, share, subscribe, all the good things. Spread the word. Blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. So at this point, we know Quinn has been found. Who found her, though? Who found her is the question, right? Discord found her, but we don't know that yet. So we know Quinn's been found. It's 6 months later or some months later. Booker, who had betrayed them before, he was exiled, but Homeboy was still one of them was still talking to him on the sly, and stuff like that. So, was he really? But then Booker's abducted. Turns out he's abducted by Quinn because Quinn's like, I need to find Andy. Where Andy at? So then that's when the one that was still talking to him revealed, oh my gosh, I do still talk to him. And his boyfriend was mad, was like, why are you still talking to him? He's like, oh, I couldn't help it. It's not fair, blah, 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 whatever. They got into a barely a tiff or whatever. So Booker goes to Andy and like, Quinn is here. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go see Quinn. So she goes to see Quinn. Wait, before this happens, we meet Henry Golding, who's Tua, who is a historian of what they do. So he basically records everything. He keeps meticulous records of the immortals, and he is foreign. Did I say he's foreign? Did I say he's foreign? I did. Okay, focus. Want to focus. So we meet him, and he comes back with the team. And we realize Niall keeps having dreams about Discord. Discord's over here wreaking havoc on everybody. So Andy goes to meet with Quinn, right? Come to find out, Discord was the one that rescued Quinn. And so Quinn is working with Discord. And it doesn't matter what Andy says to Quinn. She's not trying to hear it. She hates Andy because all this time, I'm over here dying and drowning, living and drowning, waking up and drowning, dying, drowning, whatever. You're chilling? You're living your best life? You out here breathing like regular folk? And Andy did not get the chance to tell her that she lost her immortality, because at the end of the I keep saying season, at the end of the first movie, Andy lost her immortality. So then, fast forward, she realizes that Quinn is with Discord. Then Niles runs after Discord, and Discord and her have a conversation, and Discord's like, I am the beginning, you are the end. I'm the first immortal, you're the last immortal, and we'll meet again. So Niles is like, yeah, whatever, bump you, blah blah blah. So they go back to their little hideout place. Discord plans this elaborate bombing. She takes over a nuclear facility, something. But really, it's just to lure out Andy and the team. In between this, Tua realizes that, the last immortal has the power to take away somebody's immortality when she injures them. Here's my I don't understand why they didn't say anything to anybody. So real quick, Booker is like, I'm tired of being immortal. I don't want to do this anymore. That was his problem. The first movie, that's why he betrayed folks. He's like, this is whack. I don't want to do this anymore. So he learns, bet I can possibly get my immortality taken away. I'm about to get injured. So he stages like a little sparring match with Niles, and sure enough, he gets injured. So the second part of the theory that they didn't test out is whether or not they can give their immortality to somebody else, right? So he's already, we don't know it, but he's just like, bet, I'm going to give it to Andy. And Tua's like, but it has to be voluntary. So here, I must have missed this. I must have turned my head, because at some point at the nuclear plant, whatever, he ends up giving his immortality to Andy. So now Andy's immortal again, and Booker is not. And Booker sacrifices himself, basically, in a fight, and dies. He is fine with it. He's like, I'm good. He been ready to go. He been ready to go. But I really am lost. I was really lost on that piece. Like, when was the voluntary? Was it just voluntary that he had to give it away? But I thought it was like she had to accept it. I don't know if I turned my head. I was getting my hair done. I don't know. But bottom line is, Booker dead, and he got her immortality back. Then we find out, and Discord in all this fray kidnaps everybody. So the only people that are left, Andy, Booker done died, and Quinn, but Quinn is on Discord's side. So Andy finds Quinn, and Quinn's about to blow the whole place up. She either stops Quinn or convinces her not to, gets into a fight with Discord. Discord reveals that, guess what? I lost my immortality and I'm going to go and get it back. I'm going to figure out how to get it back. I got your peoples. You can come get them. And that's kind of basically how it ends. Again, no, that's not really how it ends, because Andy goes back to their little hideout with Quinn. And mind you, first of all, let's talk about Quinn. I don't blame her. First of all, how's she not crazy? I guess your mental heals as well, because it was years and years and years of her waking up dying, her waking up. That must be a whole different listen. So I don't know. This is what I don't know how she even survived that, but if everything else heals, your synapses, your mental stability must heal too. I don't know. The fact that she blames Andy though is kind of messed up. I get how she was upset, but it wasn't Andy's fault. Like, Andy spent years actually looking for her, so I'm a little like, okay, it's fine. Anyway, they seem like they cool at the end. Oh, and she's mortal too, because I think Niles had wounded her. So she's more. So Quinn is mortal. Quinn is mortal. Andy's immortal. Meanwhile, nobody has told Niles, if you wound somebody, they're no longer mortal. They're no longer immortal. Why? I have no idea. Because it helps move the plot along, but I feel like there still would have been other ways that you could move the plot along with her knowing. Because my thing is why wouldn't I'd be afraid she's gonna nick somebody else. That part. So there was a couple parts that I was just like, I feel like that could have been done a little bit better. I feel like that could have been done a little bit better, but it was not. So if I had to give it a rating, I don't know, like a 7, 6, 7. It was just average. Okay. So honestly, it would have to be a 6. It would have to be a 6 because it wasn't terrible. Okay, no, it's a 7. It's a 7. Yeah, it's a 7. I give it a solid 7. Um, because again, it was good. It wasn't anything special. Definitely worth Netflix watching. I think the first one was better. Like I said, I think there was some holes, but I think the pacing was done well, actually. I love the addition of Uma and Henry, because like, I'm on a first name basis. I love the addition of them. I think that was fun and exciting, and I don't know. I like seeing Uma Thurman. So sticking to a 7. 7 is my final answer. Thank you for listening. Share, spread, all that good stuff, and remember to live light, stress well, live light, stay in the light, all that good stuff.